It was on set of Fast 8 that there was a unique chemistry that just started to build between myself and Jason.
No fucking way.
This guy's a real asshole.
Get your greasy sausage fingers off of her.
Once we put Dwayne and Jason opposite each other, and they just started to go to town. From that first take, we all just turned to each other and said, that's it.
It's a little tight.
What if the spin-off was based off these two guys and the contentious relationship that they have?
On my three. Sure. 1, 2, 3.
No one tells me what to do.
The chemistry between Dwayne and Jason, it's pretty special.
You sound like a giant tattooed baby.
You know what? I got a job to do.
I thought, wow, to have the opportunity to take these guys and learn about their backgrounds and build a world around that chemistry was really exciting to me.
Their characters are so opposite, but also so are they. So being able to pit two alpha characters that have two different styles. Dwayne is someone who, is big and kind of bashes his way through problems. And Jason's someone who are more stealth. They're more style. So it's awesome for this movie because we intentionally put them together and we make their rough edges bump up against each other.
Bring it on, Don Ho.
Let's roll.
You think?
Dick.
They rip on each other, and it is this dynamic that they've set up.
You think I'm stupid?
Of course I think you're stupid.
It makes you want to spend time with them,
I got a shotgun.
No. Don't start.
and it makes you want to see their conflict because you find it funny.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
On my three.
Okay.
One. You asshole! Woo!
I think it's a love story between those two, really. Where they have such a laugh together. They're actually really good friends.
I've known Jason now for a very long time, and there's not a lot of laughs with Jason. He doesn't smile a lot. Every once in a while, he will. I take great joy in making him laugh, and I do everything I can to make him laugh.
I apologize in advance if it's a little loose around the balls.
There's a natural chemistry that they have, that they really find these special angles and ways to tease and poke each other, that their friendship shines through in the characters that they're playing.
I made a mistake. This is your door.
Oh, no. No backsies. What's the matter? You got a lot of bad guys behind that door?
What's this? You might learn something.
There are two men at the core of this thing and who absolutely can't stand each other.
I got him.
No, I got him.
But also, there is a common respect between the two.
It isn't until the end of the movie where they see a flash of hope in the final fight, and they look at each other and they open up and say, we have to work together.
I'll take a punch and let you land one.
I'll do the same. Got your back, brother.
And I got yours.
We see through that action that humanity can be trusted to do the right thing. Hi, I'm David Leach, and we are here to break down how to make a fight scene. So there are several steps to making a great fight scene, but most importantly, you want to focus on the story and focus on the character. Second thing is training up your talent. What I try to do as a director is try to train the actors to do as much as possible and not break the illusion of the characters doing their own stuff. The last is integrating special effects, visual effects, and every sort of cinematic trick you can to make it a fresh experience for the audience. Vanessa took to the stunt training incredibly well, and we built out a library of moves and things that define Hattie. The idea was always by design that we would intercut those fight scenes, and we would see Hattie Shaw and Shaw actually fight in similar styles. They both like found objects. Yeah!
Hey.
Deckard fights with a toaster, Hattie fights with a bottle. I think it's always fun to take the fight to the next level and not just be about fisticuffs. If you can find objects in the room that have levity or severity, it's interesting. We thought it would be more interesting, instead of having a traditional shoot 'em up, that we could highlight sort of these brothers coming together, fighting side by side, not unlike Hattie and Deckard. Hobbs and his brothers, they have a second language that only siblings can have. The weapons for the Samoan battle were actually based on traditional Samoan weapons.
Let's go old school.
but also if you look closely at the brothers in the machine shop were making weapons in the montage. So they were using parts of engines and welding, makeshift weapons. There's a logistical puzzle to doing a battle scene. I have luckily been involved in many movies that have these battle scenes as a stunt performer, as a fight choreographer. What you do is you teach the background artists how to do some fights that are sort of like cycles, right? And then you have layers of background artists doing different fight scenes, and you can move them around, so you're creating this great palette of chaos in the back, allowing a backdrop for your characters where you're really focusing on the specific choreography that you've designed.
I was beginning to like you two, you know that? Oh well.
We've sort of built up this expectation for hopefully the fight of the century at the end of this movie. They make a plan to take a punch to land a punch.
We work together, we can hurt.
Self-sacrifice for each other.
Time to work as a team.
It's a real pivotal moment in the movie, and that's where we came up with the super slow-mo cam. There's a combination of practical stunts, willing actors, and visual effects that made this all happen, and I think people are gonna go like, how'd they do that? Did they really just punch Dwayne in the face? Maybe. You never know. Idris, Dwayne, Jason, I think they were pretty surprised when I said, no, rain machines. And they're like, no, seriously, right? CG rain? I'm like, no, rain. For a week. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. Adding the element of rain, it's not as easy as you'd think. The logistical puzzle for special effects is building rain scaffolding that covers an entire set, having a set with a pan that can drain the water out so the set doesn't flood, not ruining the set floor, so they have to rebuild the stages when you're gone. All of those things get taken into account. So when a jerk of a director like this guy says, I want rain at the end of the movie, there are a lot of like rolling of the eyes. But I think once it's done, everyone gets to see how beautiful it is through the lens. The way water reacts with light, the way your characters feel physically and emotionally when they're standing there, the real elements they're facing.
It's a hell of a business, boys.
I love shooting fight scenes. It's in my roots. It's where I came from as a stunt performer and a fight choreographer and as a martial artist and a competitor. I'm really grateful to have an outlet for all this useless martial arts knowledge that I have. Stuff that wouldn't work on the street, I can somehow make it work on the movie screens. All those years of karate lessons, they paid off, Mom. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, it's still that would have broke.
With a movie like Hobbs & Shaw that balances out character and story, but also the action is the heart of the movie. The action drives your characters and drives their story forward. Whether it's through big action set pieces or whether it's just through some sort of action that the heroes take.
What people don't really realize about action is that it's just as important to character development as narrative. A well-constructed fight scene will tell you just as much as a well-constructed dialogue scene about somebody. And you can really define your characters through the way that they fight.
Outside of being fit and in shape, I just had to really understand the mindset of how they make these films, how precise you have to be with movement, how much intention you have to play in order for some of this outlandish choreography to work. You have to really believe it and look like you know what you're doing.
This movie is really, really fight-oriented and really fight-heavy. And so we got fight coordinator Greg Rementer, who is amazing, and the team we've put together. We really started establishing the stunt fight biz really, really early on and developing who the characters were and trying to give them their own special, unique thing.
So much of the stunts is about the stunt guys that you're working with. And because they literally are the best in the world, it means that even if you look feeble, they make you look like you've done the biggest hit of all time.
One of the ways that we pitch action sequences is through a fight viz, or a stunt viz, as some people call it. It's a visual storyboard that gets our message across. So what we do is we start from our creative process all the way back to when we talk to the director about how people fight. What's the intention of the fight? Where it goes. Once we construct their style, once we choreograph the scene, once we put it in a place, We recreate that in our stunt gym. We build a whole set out of boxes because they're easily movable. At the end of the day, whether it's a right punch or a left punch may not matter, but what is important is the story being told and the intention within the scene. So we shoot them, we edit them, and we'll put it together like a package. And when you watch it, outside of the fact that it's not the actors and we're in a room filled with boxes, it's essentially our idea of how to watch the movie.
Access denied.
When you have three guys like Idris Elba, Jason Statham, and myself, we all have a different approach, I think, to our work, but yet all very cohesive because we all come to set every day with the understanding that let's make sure that we are delivering for the audience and we're putting together the best scenes we possibly can.
One guy's focused, one guy's a little reckless. One guy's ready to smash, one guy's ready to evade and hit the precise punch.
All of us are physical men, and we enjoy physicality. Some more than others, because we're crazy, but we all enjoy the physical aspect of what we do.
You're wondering why I called me here.
With HOBBS Shaw, you gotta have just a few surprises sprinkled in, and I thought, I got a few friends who are kind of funny, and they would love to come into the HOBBS Shaw sandbox and play with us. So we got a guy who you guys may know. His name is Ryan Reynolds.
Guy's an asshole.
You're like, Ryan who?
Right?
Only one of the biggest stars in the world.
I think you just broke my finger.
And certainly one of the most talented.
That'll work for you.
You do now, asshole mouth. You do now, dick face.
Yeah, and you're gonna
now,
figure
fat ass.
Never call me fat ass again.
Ryan's character really likes HOBBS, maybe a little too much.
Oh, really?
We wanted to create something where there was actual investment
And 4 BFF.
and history between the two.
That's my vacation. Get your head out of my ass. Let's just settle down, okay? This is my first rodeo.
It's rodeo, dickhead.
The other guy who I knew would really love to come on and play was my best friend, Kevin Hart.
What you putting up on the bench? Big fella, what you putting up on the bench? About 100, 115, I got it. About 110, 115, 300, 400. Huh?
Sure.
Yeah, me too. Doing the same thing, clanking and banging, baby.
That's great, dude. That's the one.
We shot that scene in London, and Kevin was on his tour where every night he was in a different city.
Just call me the real deal.
I was like, Kev, I need you. Let's give the fans something just amazing.
Hot yoga. It's tough, but it's fair.
He gets on a plane from Houston after his show. He flies all the way to London. He lands, immediately came to set, and jumped in the scene. And he crushes it.
Listen, we're good. Here, let me get... Listen, trust me. I promise. Listen, we're good.
I love that guy, and audiences go bananas when they see him.
I appreciate you saying that because people don't say it enough. You know, they think we don't need to hear it, but we do. You know, it's just nice to be appreciated.
Cut, great.
Abracadabra, bitch.